that would be cool. Like we had that conversation, but this is about real life and real choices that people are faced with. Thousands, hundreds of thousands, almost millions of people accommodated equally. We should be accommodated equally. There's so much that we can do for one another to help, but to demonize one another and judge and continue to point the finger and be like, yo, you should do this. Like, think about what that puts a person, what type of position that puts the person in. You backing them up against the wall to, make a decision out of fear, out of having anxiety, or they just don't know. So I'm sorry that y'all had to witness like all of this being torn down around me, and I'm sorry that y'all, you guys had to hear that I'm anti this or anti that without hearing it from me. It's a time where you just gotta really just say, yo, F this. I'm gonna say, yo, it's up to me now. It's up to me. And I'm always gonna remain safe around people, because this is the times that we're in. We're in very, very, very strange, crazy times. You gotta think rationally, use your logic, not your emotions. Everybody wants to speak from emotions. Everybody wants to speak like they know. Everybody wants to speak like they're conscious, like they're woke. And I've actually been that dude, speaking constantly, trying to, put my ideas on people and trying to wake them up and trying to force thoughts on them. And that wasn't the right way to go. That wasn't the right delivery. I could have my beliefs, but that doesn't mean I have to have everybody believe what I think, that I have to convince everybody this is the right choice. That's not the way to go. Like, I've said some of the dumbest things in my life. Like, I've made so many mistakes before. And I have to be okay with making those mistakes in the public eye, and that's not always a comfortable position, but it is what it is, and I'm responsible for that influence, and I'm responsible for my life as a mature individual, but I'm not going to continue to dance around, these issues like it's not going on in our world either. But I'm damn sure not going to judge you if you have a different opinion to me. I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to download it. I'm going to let you speak. I'm going to listen intentfully, and I'm going to do it in a way where we can both come out of it with an understanding. And the youth are always watching. They're always watching us grown folk. Like, they're always, always, always watching. And if we don't take a stand now, then they're going to think it's cool to just be at odds with one another and beefing with one another over thoughts and who's doing what in comparison and all these other things, and I didn't come here to go like deep into semantics and stuff. I just came here to use logic. I'm not going to use my emotions and continue to just overspeak or overthink this. I'm standing for peace, and I respect all walks of life, no matter who you are. I respect you. You're going to do what's best for you, and I respect you, and I love you. That's just who I am. You don't have to feel the same way, but I'm going to love you. Like, we have so many different individuals out here doing so many great things. And then we also have the other side where people need resources to therapy and to counseling and help. And they're growing up in families where, they're in the middle of the projects, they're in the middle of the hood, they're in the, on reservations, and they didn't have a chance to be able to make it out of their situation. And now isn't the time to be divided. Now is the time to come together even more so. Come together through respect, mutual love. I respect all the doctors, all the physicians working hard, working diligently, trying to find a answer to all this too. Like the times that we're in, I show nothing but respect to them. They're working hard to get out the information, working hard to make sure we stay safe, and I respect it. I respect them, and I love what they're doing, but now is not the time to be divided and use me as an example that I don't want to be used as. So I'm thinking clearly. I'm thinking logically. I'm not thinking with emotions. I'm gonna keep saying that because you gotta make these convictions yourself. Like, I gotta make these myself, because it's gonna continue to revolve around this and that. And you're gonna lose out on money, and you're gonna lose out on this. Like, so what? It's not about the money, baby. It's not always about the money. It's about choosing what's best for you. You think I really want to lose money? You think I really want to give up on my dream to go after a championship? You think I really just want to give up my job? You think I really just want to sit at home and not go after the things with my teammates that I've been able to grow with, to learn that it takes sacrifice in this space? Because we could be easily at home chilling with our families, but we're choosing to go out there and perform. And even in that job, like that's a dream come true. I've been working on that since I was in 4th grade. You think I want to give up my livelihood because of a mandate, because I don't have accommodations, because I'm unvaccinated? Come on. I'm not going to be used as a person in this agenda. I'm not even going to speak on that. I'm just saying, like, it should not be divided amongst all of us. It should just be understood and respected. And mind you, once again, I'm going to repeat, this is not about the Nets. It's not about the organization. It's not about the NBA. It's not politics. It's not any one thing. That I'm pinpointing here. It's just about the freedom of what I want to do. My bad. My bad if I'm muted. Hold on. But I pray that everybody got to hear what I was saying. I don't know how long I was muted. Yeah. Am I good? I appreciate it. All right, no, I appreciate it. I don't know if you guys could hear everything I was saying, but I'm gonna close it at this. I had to stop running from all this, like just this responsibility I have within myself to be able to share what's on my mind. Like I wasn't. I just. It's so much going on in our world in different crazy times that right now we gotta stand together and not divide it. Now isn't time to be demonizing everybody from making a choice what's best for their lives. And I'm gonna repeat that: do what's best for you. But I am not an advocate for either side. I am doing what's best for me. I know the consequences here, and if it means that I'm judged and demonized for that, that's just what it is. That's the role I play. But I never wanted to give up my passion, my love, my dream, just over this mandate or what's happening in our world. I didn't expect that going into the season. Come on now. I love this game, like love the game. But sometimes you really got to make choices that ultimately can affect that. And it's unfortunate, but that's where we're in 2021. I am bona fide hooper. My legacy will be written forever. I'm grateful that I was given this talent to be able to perform on a high stage, but it's not just about that at this point. It's bigger than the game. And the way that they're trying to paint everything that's going on, I just want y'all to stay aware that, they're trying to use me as an example for some odd reason. Continuing to go at this, go at that, and it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to be okay, but the people that support me, just know I'm rocking with you. Just know I'm rocking with all those that have lost their jobs to this mandate. And I'm rocking with all those that chose to get vaccinated and are choosing to be safe as well. I'm on both sides of all this. Like, I support and respect everybody's decision, and the financial consequences and stuff. I know I do not want to even do that, but it's reality that In order to be in New York City, in order to be on the team, I have to be vaccinated. I chose to be unvaccinated, and that was my choice. And I would ask y'all just to respect that choice. And I am going to just continue to stay in shape, be ready to play, be ready to rock out with my teammates, and just be part of this whole thing. This is not a political thing here. This is not about the NBA. This is not about any organization. It's really about my life and what I'm choosing to do. And I'm just grateful that I get to speak on this in this fashion, because I had things written down. I ripped out the paper, but I had things written down where I wanted to make sure I stayed focused on the points that mattered. So I'm praying for everybody out there that's lost somebody or that is dealing with this pandemic in some type of way. And I just pray that we find clarity during these times. And that's just where I stand. So, hopefully all this can be figured out in the future. And, I'm able to play the game that I love and go after a championship with my team, and be with my teammates. But also, I have to stand with all those that are vaccinated and are choosing to go back to work, and they have a job to do, and I'm supporting them. And then also the unvaccinated that are being mandated to do this and are losing their livelihood. So we got to come together, no more division. So peace and love to all y'all, man. Continue to serve the world. All right. That's from Kai. And nobody's hijacking this voice. And see if they play this on their TV channels, and see if they play this actual truth somewhere before you start talking about me and what I'm doing with my life. And no, I'm not retiring. And no, I'm not going and leaving this game like this. There's still so much more work to do. And there's still so many more other youngins to inspire, because I know they want to be better than me. And I can't wait to play against all y'all on this stage. And it's just exciting that we get to continue to build each other up, because that's all this really be about. So, that's from Kai.